Hello everyone and welcome back to another week. You know what that means. Brand new weekly shorts have been released. It is Sunday, 1 hour before Cup of the Day, and week 27 of the weekly shorts have just released. But before we check out the brand new 5 tracks, we gotta check out the previous week's records. See if there's some cool new tricks found. I did hunt the maps a little bit, but most of my PBs are still from my discovery. However, this upcoming week, I'm planning to hunt a little bit more. So let's have a look at the previous week's records. As we can see, on the map 1, I got top 680, which is my discovery time that I did. And Corny and Sweet Jazz have gotten the same time. So let's have a quick look what they are actually doing. Smooth transition into a full nose slide. Okay, and I went up to the right, whereas Sweet Jazz, Corny, and I'm gonna assume everyone else in this top 5 goes for that middle finish. And there you go. Smooth steering, 50%, 60%. And then a big jump to the finish line. Nice find here. Nice find. Let's have a look at map number 2 from last week, which was Sandslide. I had a pretty okay discovery time here, 14:41. But it looks like Susui has gotten a really good run. Smooth downhill, get a good gear up. Inside line. And then the final turn, absolutely maximum left-hander. There is no room here to play around with. Even if we slow it down, just perfect execution. It is full speed forwards and left. And Susui grabs this record on Sandslide. Map number 3 was the hand from above. If you zoom out, the scenery, it looks like the palm of a, like, you know, you're driving in the palm of your hand. Shield Bandit got the record here. I wasn't able to find the fastest route. As you can see, I am doing a completely different route. But one thing I can already see is the drivers are skipping the penalty grass here. So less wheels on the penalty surface will mean that you keep a lot more speed. And they do the same trick here as well, skipping a little bit of the penalty grass. And therefore, having all that speed for the big jump, smooth downhill. And that run actually seems pretty good. If I figured out how to do this line or hunted the maps later in the week, I might have been able to get a really good time with this route here on map 3. Going on to map number 4, Jackdaw Hills. This one was with a massive nose slide in the end. So let's see. Everyone is most likely getting it very nicely. But there was a nasty gear shift right before the turn. So you gotta get that gear up. And then smooth transitions and a jump to the finish line. So the most critical part is obviously get that gear up. Smooth steering. And then minimizing your airtime here. You see how Neek is controlling the wobble of the car. Goes on the right tires here, then switches over to the left, and the right tires go up in the air, keeping grip all the way through into the finish line. And then on to the final track of last week. We had Wampy, which was an absolute fiesta track. So let's see. Galaneum is very far in front, and he has a different strategy. Goes for the reactor boost up instantly, and then just zooming through all the overwalls, whereas everyone else is going for this alternative shortcut line where you back it up here into the reactor up, and now you climb the borders. Wow! Everyone just zooming to the finish line. But those are the records on previous week's maps. And now it's time to go into week 27. Here we go. Pan Land. Okay. We have some camera shakes. Interesting. So we can skip the penalty grass. And then there's also something here on the side. But why would anyone go there? Oh, because there is a different route right here. We can go to the left. I see. So we go here. But that might not be... Well, we'll figure it out. I do think we want to skip the... Let's first try to maximize this route here. Okay. Not bad. I definitely think we want to go for like the jump skip. And we can maybe keep the gear through this penalty grass. But probably not. Let's try this other route real quick. Ah, it's close. Yeah, there are some camera shakes happening. But this seems like an okay track. Yeah, I think if I'm somehow able to keep the gear through this section, I think that's going to be a good line. But then the downhill is quite tough. I'm not gonna lie. Can I do something here? No. Let's try this again. That is a close two ways. Wow. I'm not so sure what to do in the start. Okay. Yeah, there's a bad gear now. Maybe I am missing a line. What if it is? Okay. Let me quickly cam 7. So there isn't really much more. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, because this landing here is not good with my jump strat. So perhaps I have to go smooth. So I go like that. And then I have to keep the gear. I think the moment you keep the gear through that grass section is that is the run. Yeah, I think you have to skip the first part. But let's try one more small improvement and then... I'll go on to the next track. There we go. That is a pretty good improvement. I didn't keep the gear, but that was a pretty solid run. Top 20. And I think if you have the correct setup here, you can keep the grip and that downhill. I think that is the play. Yeah, that might be the play. That is a cool first map. Let's go to the next one. It's a spec track. No way. Spec? And Schrastivi. Oh, mamma mia, pizzeria. That is dirt no slide fiesta. Oh my god. Wait, these blocks look really nice. That is a dirt no slider. I already know who's gonna have the record on this one, guys. It's gonna be Solly Vagans. But you slide out here a little bit. Okay. Honestly, quite a fun track. Quite a fun track here. Yeah, I'm not against it. Okay, there we go. Small improvement. Yeah, like the dirt block actually pulls you a little bit up. That is a fun track, I'm not gonna lie. I like this map. Will I hunt it? Probably. I'm a YouTuber now. That's what YouTubers do. Okay. I want to get one more improvement though. There is 100% a no slide snap here. No, that was my PB. Nice. Boom. Top 7. You know what? I'll keep it at that. That is a fun mappy. I like it. It's so simple, but it utilizes like some different dirt turns, which makes it a unique shorts map. It's not your usual dirt map. So that is a plus plus. I like this map a lot. Well played, well played. Coiled City. I mean, the finish is right there. Just Uber buck up. That doesn't work. Oh, this is the puzzle map, guys. I don't do good with puzzles. Let me tell you that. Oh, this looks like a crazy puzzle as well. Well, that was one route. So there's a checkpoint here. Okay, so... And there's also a finish here. Why would there be a finish there? So we could potentially grab this checkpoint. This is the garbage pit. So we have a checkpoint there and a checkpoint here. And this is blocked off with glass. Okay. So we could go this checkpoint first. And then... yeah, this route worked. Or just go around and then there. But there are also arrows here. Oh, that's for the other jump. But it seems like you always have to grab this checkpoint here. This is a mandatory checkpoint. So you either take it from this way. And finish there, there, or there. Or you take it first. And then go around somehow. So what if I do something like this? Where is the finish? Where is what is the closest finish to this one? I have to go all the way around. Yeah. I would have to go all the way around. So why would I... Okay, so you don't want to take this checkpoint first at all. Or I turn around. What if I turn around? So you would skip here, which is probably going to be the quickest way to get both checkpoints. And then you go there. Let's do one run like that. But it feels like I would have to grab the... Oh, I forgot about my route. I would have to grab the other one first. I just want to see if this idea would even be remotely viable. Like, how much would that be if I got the checkpoint there? It would have been like 17. So I don't think that is going to be anything. Yeah, I think you just take this. Go around. And then perhaps jump here. With a crash? That wasn't so good. Oh, you also have this checkpoint here. Wait. And there's more checkpoints here. Interesting. I'm never really a huge fan of the puzzle genre because I'm not so good on puzzle maps. So I feel like the jump, either you decide to jump here or you go down. So I could grab this, go around. And then what? Follow the path? No, but then it's weird. So this is obviously the most obvious route here. But what if I jump to the left here? Isn't there a checkpoint? I mean, there's a checkpoint here, but it's so far away from a finish. So this is hurting your brain? Same for me. So that is not it. The problem with this route is, I mean, it's a little bit faster, but it's not fast enough. Like, I need to utilize the other checkpoints more. That's what I need to do. Bad gear. Is there anything else? Oh, I could just... Ah, there's a finish right there. And I'm gonna assume that would be faster. No, 18.2. What the hell? Maybe there's a jump here. $17.5. Let's see. Let's do one more full scan here. So, if we jump to the left here, we cannot go across because there's glass. We take this checkpoint first. I mean, the only way around this is to keep following. And then we have a few options here. We can go to the right, we can go straight, or we could do maybe something crazy with like a jump. But we already have that checkpoint, so you would pretty much go this way, grab this checkpoint, and then finish, which is way too long. That just doesn't happen. So the next best option is the one I just did, which is keep following, grab this checkpoint, go there, there, or there. And then the third one is to go to the right, jump here on the grass, take this checkpoint onto this finish. So those are the only routes that I can see with that route. Then the other one is you like, did I miss something at the start maybe? No. So you jump down. This goes nowhere. So you grab this checkpoint first. And then you need to make a decision here. Do you go down here, grab that? Or do you go around? Maybe you will never jump somewhere. That's a finish right there. But we could go down here. Follow into the finish. Let's try that. But these are the maps that always cook my brain the most. So it would be something like this. And then into the finish. Maybe with clean driving, it could be something. No, that is not gonna be it. That is not gonna be it. So I am missing a route, but that's perfectly fine. I'm going next. All right, map number 4. No rest. This feels like a full speed map to me. Oh. Okay. We have a few different... Okay, there was something on the left. Keep the grip. Speed slides. Oh, that is a full speeder. Oh, that is a full speeder track here, everyone. Maybe a little jump cut there. What is this route? So there's an inside route as well, which gives probably a better setup. And then you finish like that, I think. There we go. Okay, looks like I am missing something. Maybe there's like... Hey. What is... what did I just find? What did I just find? Hello? There's a reactor right here. Oh, and red boosters. Ah. Wait, hold up now. Is there more? Is there potentially a more to this map than the eye can see? You sneaky. A reactor right here. Okay. Well, let's have a look at this. I mean, this doesn't feel that quick. I think the red booster might be the play. This red booster is gonna give me a lot of speed. Oh, yeah. And then you have enough speed for the SD. Yeah. Opa, that is the line. That is the line. It is gonna be red booster. Red booster into perfect SDs. But I do wanna give that other route a quick try. Oh my god. Yeah. But taking another booster, it's not really possible to make the turn after. But there is definitely a potential for that reactor booster on the grass. I can see that. Maybe not. Maybe with like really good SDs? Oh. Nah, I don't think you can get this. No, there's no way. I mean, maybe if you get like a really good speed drift. It might just be possible to gain more speed. I mean, you do get more speed. Nah, it has to be the reactor. Like, if you get the reactor plus a proper speed slide after, I think that is game over. Wow. And maybe an S for D instead of touching the penalty grass. Because I do lose a little bit of speed initiating this speed slide by going across the... Oof. That was nice. That was nice. I just think... Like, cutting the finish like that is definitely faster, but... So we still have the reactor. Maybe reactor into booster into there. Could still be... Nah, this would just never be the line. No. That will never be the line. Unless there's like a reactor flight potential. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get much faster here in my first playthrough. Unless I miss something here. No. I mean, there's a whole reset right here. So what if there's a way where we can keep the reactor, right? We keep the reactor. In some way, we skip the reset. I don't know. And then obviously cutting the finish might be faster, but I'm not 100% certain. That is a cool map though. Let's go next. Map number 5, the final track. Mound bound with anti-geodesic, a snow car. On snow. It's a snow car on snow. Well, that's a good duo. Snow car on snow. I don't really know the if there is like a way to drive better with this combination. Oh, there was definitely like some fancy sliding going on there. I think you want to go a bit sideways. Yeah, probably something like this. That was not too bad. Yeah, I think you want to get as much airtime as possible everywhere. And get some zoops going. Because my PB got a little bit of a speed boost in the ending. So we gotta make sure to jump. Jump. Oh, but what if there's like a... Yeah, I'm not so sure about the end. Let me quickly go into the Camera 7. So here there's not too much going on. We gotta get the checkpoints. We gotta grab this. And then obviously there's a checkpoint all the way up top. Maybe there's like a grass line. But the finish is quite simple, so... I think we just gotta get some lucky flights. That's what it feels like, at least. See how I didn't get any jump in that ending there, and I lost pretty much everything. Okay. Bit more speed. Sideways flying. Not bad. I think we want to just jump through this. Full rotate. Bit of a lull map here. Yeah, there we go. I gotta fly like sideways. Clean. Oh my god! That was good. I need to get a run like that. I need to get a run like that. Yeah, it's all about the sideways motion. The sideways motion, guys. Boom. Boom. Hop. Not bad of an improvement. It is not an improvement. I was close though. Okay, we go here. Jump. Jump. Yeah, you need to get the... I need to get the hop skips here. So we go... Boom. 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 I didn't get it. Wow! I need that last jump to go my way. Okay, there we go. I think I will actually push for a little bit of a hunt here. Maybe I can get like top 20 overall. Would be pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.